See, you are a very smart businesswoman. You know, you got to know your markets. It's the magic. It is the magic. Hey guys, welcome back to another interview here on Tone In Entertainment. Today we're at Action Wrestling, and I'm joined by Kaia McKenna. How you doing, Kaia?
I am doing wonderful. How are you doing this evening?
I'm doing great. Now we're here at Action Wrestling.
We are.
Here in Noonan, Georgia.
My second time here.
I was going to say, I know you're not a stranger here. You've been here before.
Yes.
So when you come to Noonan, Georgia, what can the fans expect here today?
A magical victory. I emerged victory last year, and I plan on winning again this year. So we'll see. Hopefully Ella brought her A game.
You are going up against NWA star Ella Envy here tonight.
Big test, big test. But you know what? I think that you do not get better unless you challenge yourself, and I am very much looking forward to the challenge Ella presents tonight in the ring.
I was going to say, for people that haven't come to see you live in action, what are they missing out on?
I'm a good witch, but, you know, two people get in that ring and one person gets out. Right? Two men enter, one man. Two women enter, one woman leaves. So I might be nice and magical and sparkly, but I'm business in that ring. And I have a lot of aggression and a lot of power, and I plan on unleashing all of that tonight.
We're talking before the show here, and you're very friendly, you're very nice, you're very bubbly.
That's because you're not in the ring with me.
Exactly. I was going to say, you are the good witch.
I am the good witch.
I said witch with a W, by the way, okay. So what is that switch that flips when you walk through that curtain?
You have to remember, as the good witch, I exist purely to create balance in the universe. And when I am in the ring with somebody and the balance is off, I do whatever it takes to keep that balance in check and keep it restored. And sometimes that means you have to be a little aggressive to get business done. Now,
you said earlier when I gave you this microphone that maybe you could do something powerful or...
This is very powerful.
It is,
but it is not a wand.
It is not a wand.
But people do listen to you when you have one of these.
Well, they listen to you. They don't really listen to me.
They don't?
No, not at all.
Why am I talking to you then?
I'm listening to you.
I think they're going to listen to you tonight.
Now they are now.
Hopefully.
Yes.
Because you have the microphone.
Because
I have the magic. So I'm going to win.
So the two things go together and
they
boom.
Do. They absolutely do.
Superpowers right here.
Absolutely.
Let's go a little bit back. We are here in January of 2025.
We are.
Right? So when and why did your pro wrestling journey begin?
My pro wrestling journey began at the start of the pandemic in 2020. I am a pandemic wrestler.
It seems like that's a lot of answers right now, actually.
Oh, and nothing to do, so we started wrestling.
So let's go wrestle, yeah.
I actually decided to pursue wrestling because I loved it my entire life, and I was at a point in my personal life where I could devote some time to it. So why not? You know, I went and I trained at Black and Brave Wrestling Academy in Iowa under Seth Rollins and Merrick Brave. And here we are today. I spent most of my formative years in wrestling in the Northeast, and I've started to branch out. That's kind of how I landed in Noonan.
Okay, now we are here in Georgia. What's the biggest difference between wrestling in Georgia and Iowa?
Man, so I always talk about it's wild. I feel like the independent scene has become like the territories once again, especially 100%, since the pandemic, right?
Yes.
Like, is that a fair statement?
Yes.
So each territory responds and reacts a little differently, and I love the puzzle of that. I love seeing how fans in the South react and respond differently than fans in the North. And like all the fans are great, but for different reasons, right? I would say my favorite thing about the Southern crowd is how responsive and reactive they are to everything that happens in the ring. It reminds me of going to see wrestling with my family and my grandma and my aunt when I was a kid, and we were all cheering and booing, and it was such a good time. And you don't get that all the time in other parts of this country. The investment level in the South is like top tier.
It absolutely is. It's crazy. I've only been in Georgia now for like 3 months now from Florida. And like
that is a change. It's only like one state up, but it is a change.
It's huge change. Yes, it definitely is. Miami specifically so
very
huge change.
Yes.
But I see the same fans like week after week after week, no matter what show's going on. I see them. It's crazy out here.
It is awesome. It's so awesome. I love the dedication. I love to see that. And I love the relationships we cultivate with the fans as performers for that reason.
Now, I saw you setting up your merchandise table.
Yes.
A little bit ago. What can people find when they come out to your merch table here?
Well, we are at a middle school this evening, so I try to have some kid-friendly merch. I have some really nice, happy, smiley little 8x10 photos. I have magical witch crowns. I have little witchy charm bracelets, and I have stickers. So they're all like small little items. You can just take a little token from the match home with you.
I feel like youngsters probably gravitate towards that too.
I mean, I liked small little knickknacks when I was a kid,
I mean, I still like little knickknacks, and I'm definitely not a kid anymore.
It was also like just thinking as a parent, like it's a lot easier to just give your kid $5 and they're like, here, just get something small versus like the larger ticket items that maybe there's not the investment for,
Okay.
So having like the smaller option seems to work really, really well when you have a bunch of kids in the crowd.
Okay.
Then they get a little something, but it's not like their parents have to break the bank to give them a little something.
See, you are a very smart businesswoman. You got to know your markets. It's the magic. It is the magic. Yes, you're running on magic here. Now, you said you trained under Seth Rollins.
I did.
So what is maybe the biggest lesson you learned under his tutelage?
Oh my gosh, there's so many because he is just such an incredible performer. And he has such an incredible mind for this business on all levels, whether it be your actual physical in-ring work or like the psychology of your match or just the approach to wrestling as a whole, right? So it's really hard to narrow it down to just one. But one of the things that really helped me grow is the advice to watch my matches and instead of focusing on what was bad, to focus on what went really, really well. Because that's something people liked and they responded to. And if you just focus on all the positive things will eventually outweigh all of the negative things and you are on the way. And that is just such refreshing advice because this is a business where like a lot of people are very unreasonably hard on themselves and it stifles their ability to grow. So just that one little piece of advice helped me grow and allowed me the space I need to continue to improve and become more confident in the ring.
I think that's a great lesson for any job, right? Like, it's always negative, negative, negative. And
we're all going to make mistakes. We're all learning. But the more positivity you can take away and then have more positive traits in your toolbox than negative, the better off you're going to be.
I absolutely
love that
yes.
mindset for like match watching, and I've never heard anybody else have that mindset. So
crazy that nobody else has that mindset. I think it's brilliant.
Great coach.
Yes.
He really is a phenomenal coach.
Now, I like to end my interviews asking kind of like, the world of professional wrestling is quite the bizarro place.
It is.
It is. So if I had to ask you for a bizarro moment or a bizarro fan interaction, what moment comes to mind for you?
I'm actually pretty lucky. I am fortunate that most of my fans are really cool. I have never had any of my fans make me uncomfortable or be inappropriate. They're all just wonderful people.
They're scared of magic.
They are. I think that might be a little bit of it. They're like, oh, we better be nice to Kaia. She'll put a spell on me, and then I can't do anything about that. I'm just out of luck. But I've been very, very blessed to have only had mostly positive interactions in this circus that is professional wrestling. That doesn't mean every interaction is inherently positive, but again, if you focus on that positive energy and inviting that into your life, then you will get more of that than the latter, right? So I'm lucky, I'm blessed. I love all of my fans that have met me, come to see me, interacted with me in any capacity. You all have been so respectful and kind, and I couldn't ask for a better experience.
Well, I'm definitely feeling the positive vibes. It's a naturally positive vibe here for sure.
So good energy.
Absolutely. Well, speaking of good energy, I'm going to let you save yours for tonight.
All right.
Because you've got a big match coming up. Let's do this thing.
Where's your magic?
Oh, hold on.
What are you doing?
Oh, hold on.
We got to do it again.
Okay.
All right,
can I show my magic off?
You can show your magic off.
Okay.
I will watch and not judge.
Okay. By the power of Grayskull. See, I'm a He-Man type of guy,
Hey, it works.
It works, right? Okay.
One man's wand is another man's scepter is another man's
sword.
Hammer.
Sword, absolutely.
It is an implement for success, creativity, and prosperity.
I love it.
There you go.
Well, where can people follow you at?
Yes, I am on all social media platforms at Kaia MCK. So it's Kaia MCK. Anybody else, that's not me. Those are my only platforms. Please come hang out there. I put all of my dates on there. I try to put regular photos of my travels and interact with you guys as much as humanly possible. So.
Well, Kaia, thank you so much
for your time. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. And guys, if you like interviews like this, make sure you hit that red subscribe button so you can stay tuned in here to Toned In Entertainment for future videos.
Subscribe to the channel. Do it. Go now. Do it now.